Good evening everyone and welcome to Liverbird TV. So how you all doing? So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to speak a little bit about what we're going to do in the next couple of weeks with regards to the group. And obviously there's a little bit of news coming through at the moment as well about Thuram. I know Kanate spoke about him today, so fingers crossed he might be working on him on international duty and we can get a little bit closer to signing him. But according to certain reports on Twitter, basically we're still in the running for him, so that's really good news. So yeah, I'm just going to go into a little bit of detail once everybody joins as to what we're going to do from now on with Liverbird TV. And I've got a nice coffee in front of me. I'm just going to calmly discuss what the plan is. Nice hot cup of coffee, you can't beat it. So looking good, mate. Cheers, David, mate. I hope you're well. Hey up, Scott. Thanks for today, mate. It was a really warm one in Scotland today. Really warm one. I'm sure it is in England where you are as well. So yeah, so heat with me doesn't really sort of mix well, and I just couldn't be arsed with it. So what I'm going to do is I'll explain my new stance from after this video onwards with regards to off the pitch matters. I'm not getting into it anymore. I suppose some people are right, those that are saying, look Neil, you can't sort of like you can't jump down people's throats when they're just not agreeing with you. But it's not about that. People don't understand it's not about that. It's all the time. The FSG out brigade and all that, it's I'm sorry, but it's deflating. And this video I'm just going to let it all out, and then basically after that I will not be speaking about it again, and also won't be commenting. You will not see me commenting that. If somebody comes on the group now and starts talking about the owners, etc., you will not see me commenting underneath that they're wrong or anything, because I've got to the point now where I've just had enough. So I'm going to explain why. So obviously the Qataris are today, more or less agreed to buy Manchester United. So last week I was feeling great. I could feel that the club was back again. I could feel like Jurgen was running the transfers. We brought in McAllister. There was loads of rumours going around that there'd be a domino effect. The next one would be Thuram and then Kone. So the feel-good factor was back. There was no talk about John Henry. There was no talk about the owners. It all looked like everybody was all, sort of on the same page. Or the ones that are always bitching and moaning about the owners have gone into the little caves like they normally do, right? And then the news comes out about Man United, and I just knew what was going to happen. And what's going to happen is that nucleus are now going to get bigger. They're going to get bigger, because what's going to happen is, I'm going to say this right now, and I'm going to be proven right. No matter now what we do in this summer's market, no matter whether we spend 100 million, 125 million, 150 million, 175 million, whether we spend 200 million, whether we spend 225 million. If Manchester United go out, even though they did it last year with 220 million pounds spent, if they go and spend £1 more than us, then that's it. That's it. The future's with state ownership. So I wasn't arguing today with fans about this. Like I say, this video is the end of it. So after I've got this off my chest, right, I'll keep this video and I'll watch it back if I have to try and not get me involved. But basically, I could see next season. I can see it already. So what will happen is this. Say if we spend 125 million, 150 million, and Man United spend 250 million, and after 10 games, we're a few points behind Man United. Already, people will start going, see, this is what happens. We've got, stingy owners, and Man United brought the Qataris in, and now look, they're back again. I just need to say this. Manchester United have spent 1.2 billion on players in the last decade. More than Manchester City, right? So what can Man United spend that they already haven't? This is my point. I could understand basically Manchester United wanting new owners. I can understand it, because their owners have taken £38 million worth of dividends at the club, and also their owners have not touched the stadium, and their owners have, they're just not great, are they really? Yes, they spent a lot of money on players, but they've done the reverse of FSG. What they've done is they've give the transfer budget a big kick up the arse, but they've not give the off the pitch stuff a kick up the arse. So they've done it in the opposite way to ours. But I could just see it. I could just see everybody going on about it, and I'm sick to death of it. I really am. I'm sorry. I've got to say this. This is why I'm doing this video, because I'll tell you what. I watch Redmen TV every day when I listen to it whilst I'm at work, and everything's becoming politically correct now. You see these channels like Redmen and all that. They're brilliant, but they are so one-sided. Because what they do is they read out comments from fans, and even if it's FSG out or FSG in, they just go, yeah, we agree with you, yeah, we agree with you, yeah, we agree with you. And do you know why they do that? Because they don't want to lose subscriptions, so they please every section of the fan base. I do this for free, so I ain't bothered. I mean, I got a lad say to me today that I've lost members because of the way I am. Don't care. I don't care, because this is a group that I run, because I run it in what I feel is what's right for Liverpool. And to me, I don't want to see us owned by the Qataris, and I don't want us to see us owned by the Middle East. And it's got nothing to do with because they're from the Middle East. It's because of what I think the long-term effect it will have on football at that level. Now, if we go and follow Man United and Man City and Newcastle, that's 4 of the Premier League's 20 teams state-owned. What's it going to be next? 5, 6, 7, 8? It's just going to get worse. The gap is going to get so big between the state-owned clubs and the normal clubs that there'll eventually be a Super League anyway. It'll be a Super League full of the Qatari-owned, Middle East-owned. And that's what I'm saying. You've got to think of the benefits of football. It's not good for football, because what will happen is now, if you get a player on the market, and Man City want him, and Newcastle want him, and Man United want it, and Liverpool want him, there's going to be a bidding war. And the prices of these players are going to get even fucking worse than they already are now. I mean, 100 million for Declan Rice, he gets about 2 goals a season. So when people think I'm arguing with them because I'm FSG's fucking favourite fucking supporter, I do not even buy the shirt from FSG. I buy it from other contacts because I don't like the prices. The prices are a fucking disgrace. I've been getting abuse on YouTube for that over the last couple of days. Do I give a toss? No, I don't, because it's my look. It's the way I am, and I'm not being funny, right? I've got the shirt because I want to compare it. I got a shirt from last season from the club, and I got a shirt from my supplier. I put them together. There's no difference, and both of them are made in the same fucking place. So to me, the only difference between the shirt I get and the shirt Liverpool sell is I don't add 80% to it like Liverpool do. So everybody thinks I'm such a puppet for FSG. I'm not. I'm nowhere near it, because I don't like the fact of the prices of the shirt. I don't like the fact the prices for match tickets, because it's not good enough. I mean, this is a lad that used to work for AFC Liverpool, a club that was set up more or less going back to Hicks and Gillette, So you've got to understand that what I'm trying to say is I'm not arguing with these fans because they're FSG out. I'm arguing with them because they're bad for football. They're bad for football. I don't care what anybody says. They are bad for football. And I'm sick to death of putting on YouTube, and you've got Redmen TV and all these stations. They're all so politically correct now. They don't even tell fans how it is. Deep down, I know for a fact the minute that mic's turned off, they go, fucking hell, state of them Wolves, state of them people like that. Because they do. They all do. Everybody does it, But they're thinking quids in, they're thinking quids in, they're thinking quids in. I'm not bothered. I run this fan group with my heart as big as Liverpool as it is, right? And what gets my back up is I put pictures of the brand new Anfield Road end today, and it looks incredible. It looks incredible. The main stand behind me here, incredible. Sadio Mane, Mo Salah, Bobby Firmino, Jurgen Klopp, Gini Wijnaldum, Andrew Robertson, Virgil van Dijk, Alisson Becker, Super Cup wins, Champions League wins, Europa League finals, League Cup wins, FA Cup wins, Charity Shields, you know, World Club Cups, and you've got people that want it to change because we had one bad season off the back of a quadruple chase, off the back of 63 games in the mid-season World Cup. And people say it's I've got the problem because I don't agree with them. Someone said to me earlier, you've got to change with the times. Well, why have you? Here's my point to that. Look at the Bundesliga. Every single club in the Bundesliga, apart from Red Bull Leipzig, right, are fan-owned, right? 80% fan-owned, I think it's something like that. So basically, there's members of the fans that have a say. For example, Dortmund. Dortmund have it within their committee in their AGM every year that they do never ever sell two top players in the same window, right? Would you see Bayern ever become state-owned? No chance. Bayern were the ones at the Etihad the other week with an autocrat banner calling out owners like that. And these people, this is why I get stressed out, these people that want our owners gone, 90% of them are the ones that want Klopp out. And what they don't realise is if they get their wish and we literally get rid of our owners and do go state-owned, right? Klopp will walk. Klopp will go. There is a reason why Klopp doesn't call out our owners, because he is always believed in the fairy tale, in the David v Goliath. His own words when he was at Dortmund was, Bayern Munich have bazookas, but we have bows and arrows. But it didn't work out too bad for Robin Hood, did it? He believes, he loves being the underdog. It goes back to his days at Mainz. It goes back to his days at Dortmund when he was fighting. The only person to win the Bundesliga since Bayern Munich is Jurgen, right? So Jurgen looks at this as a beautiful challenge to upset what he calls the oligarch clubs, the clubs with no ceiling. They're Klopp's words, not mine. So what I'm trying to say to you is to all use that, give me shit for saying I'm an FSG puppet. I just know that what we have had the last 5 years have been the best 5 years in the 39 years of my life, right? That is going back from the days when I was crying my eyes out when Eric Cantona scored the volley in the last minute against us in the FA Cup. That goes back to the days when I was stood in the piss down rain in Stoke when we got beat 6-1, or the days when we had fucking Phil Jevons scoring a late winner against us for Grimsby Town and knocking us out the League Cup with Roy Hodgson. So these fans don't remember them days. I do. So that famous saying, be careful what you wish for, is true. We could get a Todd Bowley, you know, but forget the Todd Bowleys, right? There's a structure, an organisation. And what I put up about the Anfield Road end today, and someone shot me down and said, oh, they're only doing it to make more money for themselves. They don't take a penny out the club. Yeah, they're going to make money when they sell the club, so they fucking should. And then people say they don't use their own money. Well, how the fuck did they clear the £267 million worth of debt we had then? With their own money. Yeah, they don't use their own money now because they run Liverpool as a self-sufficient business. So I have to do these videos, and I will, I promise you, after this video, I will not mention it again. I will not do any videos about it. I will not. I just want to get all this off my chest now, and I'm going to put it on YouTube, because I tell you something now, there's so much false channels at the moment that don't speak their mind. If you're FSG out, say it. Come out and do videos like I do. Put your money where your mouth is. Don't hide behind fucking pictures of fucking John Henry with a big sign across his face. Tell us why you think they should go out. You know, rather than hide behind fucking fake names on the internet and giving me abuse under fake names and all that, and not rather than being like me, putting your face to it. I don't want them to go because I've got a bad feeling. That's it, right? Yes, they've made mistakes. Yes, they could do shitloads better. For a start, they can start with the price of fucking football shirts, right? Get them down to affordable, because at the end of the day, if they made them 40 quid each, then everybody would just buy them from the club. They would easily buy them from the club. It's 40 quid. That's what it used to cost for a home shirt, and that used to last you 2 fucking years. Now it lasts you, what, 6 months, because it's like the green one. I've got it hanging up now. I've worn it once. How many times did we wear that green shirt last season? I think Southampton was about the 3rd time. Yeah, they want 80 quid for it. So, don't say that I'm all for the owners, because I'm not. They've made mistakes. Yet they should never try to trademark the name Liverpool. They should never have tried to fucking create a Super League, but so did other clubs, right? Maybe they thought they were going to be left behind when Man City start, you know, working with Man United and all that. Maybe FSG thought, fucking hell, if we don't get on this now, then what we're going to do? So I need to just get all this off my chest because I'm sick to death. It's been going on now for 3 years, right? Since 2020. Even the year we won the league, we had FSG out, trending, right? And what I fear for is I fear, right, that when we get the next owners, right, what's it then? What's it then? You know, what is it then? Do we just go and blow 100 million on every player? How boring would it be, right? Just think of this now. Say we get taken over tomorrow by Qatar, Saudi Arabia, right? And the guy that owns us goes to 2 fucking games in 20 years, like the owner of Man City. 2 games he's been to. John Henry was at one 3-4 weeks ago, right? Or 5-6 weeks ago, meeting Klopp. Right, he's at every final. Yeah, he's there. He always respects the dressing room. He never goes in it, blah, blah, blah. So he's a good owner and stuff like that. He doesn't get involved too much, but he doesn't not care to not be there. He posts his pictures with Linda Peruzzi and that of his trophy win. So he gives a shit. Just think of this. We can buy any player all the time. All the time. 100 million, 100 million, 100 million. But guess what else will change? Expectancy. We'll be expected to win every trophy all the time. And if we start winning trophies all the time, they won't become as special as they are when you're beating sides that are oil owned, that are cheating. 115 charges, right, of cheating Manchester City. And this isn't the first time they've done it, this is the second time they've done it. And yet, some of our fans, because they can't get the player they want, I mean, people, fully grown men my age, are still crying about a 19-year-old kid not playing for Liverpool, Bellingham. Get fucking over it. It's a football player. We didn't get him. Move on. You know, I just don't get it. And it's like, I'm starting to get annoyed now with my own football club because it's just going far away from the days when I was a kid. And that's why today I'm being really serious with you. I was considering just completely closing this group down and just completely just walking from the club in general because I've had enough. I've had enough of top level football. It's becoming a joke. And it's becoming a joke because of the bedwetting fan base that we've got creeping in, right? Just because we don't spend 100 million doesn't make our next signing a shit one. I guarantee you this, right? Here's a comparison, right? Donny van der Beek costs more than McAllister, right? Here's another one. 105 million Enzo Fernandez cost Chelsea. McAllister cost us 35. I put this up a couple of years ago that we got Firmino, Salah and Mane for what Manchester United paid for Harry Maguire, right? You're talking about 3 of the best players in the world, right? Look at Brighton. They're going to get Matoma for a couple of million quid. They went and got McAllister for a couple of million quid. Smart recruitment is class, right? I would rather Liverpool won one league every 10 years against the likes of Man City, Newcastle and Man United being state-owned than I would as winning it like City 3, 4, 5 years in a row because we can bankroll every signing with the price of oil going up tomorrow. The difference is Liverpool are too big of a football club, right? The only reason why Manchester United are doing it is because their owners, their fans are demanding the removal of the Glazers and nobody else can afford it but state ownership. But ask yourself this, Bayern Munich wouldn't ever sell their soul to the Middle East. Neither would Real Madrid. They don't need to because they're already huge anyway. So are Liverpool. We are Liverpool. We are the 6-time European champions. We have won the Premier League, the Super Cup, the League Cup, the FA Cup, the Community Shield, the World Club Cup. We've won it all without oil money, so we don't need it now. People keep saying FSG need to invest. The window ain't open until tomorrow. Let them do it. And then if they go and do it this summer, back them. But this is what could happen. With the new stand opening this year, our revenue will go up even more because we've got 61,000 fans. What people need to remember is, if Liverpool are not spending 100 million on one player, that's because John Henry's using Liverpool's money. So after the £300 million a year wage bill and the costs of the ground and the cost of everything that goes out, and the cost of the new stand, because he's probably got the pot left and goes to Klopp, right, there you go, have that, and if you sell a few players, then you can have that. So what we're doing is we're buying our players with our money. And I would prefer Liverpool to buy with what we earn of the power of the fan base. The million people that lined the streets when we won the Champions League for the 2019 final, they're the people that are paying for us to bring in McAllister, not the family that own Man City. So what I'm telling you is, I would rather know that we are paying for the players, right? And when I say we, I still buy tracksuits, jumpers, my Jurgen Klopp hoodie, I still buy all stuff from the club, I buy my membership from the club, I go to games, I go to the Legends match, I buy food when I'm there, and my son goes there. So just because I get a shirt now and again, or a couple of shirts off a lad that I know that's going to do me a good deal for the kids, because I've got 4 kids, but it is what it is. So doesn't mean I still don't put money into the club, doesn't mean I've been to over 150 games in my time as a Liverpool fan. But what I'm saying to you is I would rather Liverpool did it their way. And Jurgen's the same. Jurgen's a romantic. Jurgen is a man who loves being the underdog, right? So that's why he's overseeing phase 2 of his time at Liverpool. Do you really think if he didn't like the way this was, right, he would have gone anyway? He would have said, sorry John Henry, sorry FSG, I can't work with this anymore, I'm going to go to somebody like Man City or like PSG. Why do you think Klopp's never managed a club like that? That's a Pep Guardiola club, not a Jurgen Klopp club. Because Klopp loves being the underdog. He was the underdog at Mainz. He was the underdog at Dortmund. He's the underdog at Liverpool. And he said it on the bus when we won the League Cup and the FA Cup, when he did the quadruple. He said, wow, look at this. Look at the fan base. Look what we have. We're the best club in the world. And he loves the club because we are run by the power of the fans and what we make as a club. The minute we sell that soul to this, people think I've got a problem with the Middle East. I don't care. But the problem I've got is state-funded money, right? Which is always going to be in the Middle East. But what I'm on about with that is, you'll end up getting owners like Man City, and we don't need them. I mean, if we became state-owned now, right, what are they going to do? The stadium's already, FSG have already done the main stand, they've already done the away end. I mean, they've already built a training ground. I mean, what we bring them in for? Just to pay an extra 20-30 million each transfer, which doesn't guarantee you success anyway. So to me, it's like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. We've got the best manager in the world that's had one bad season out of the last 6, right? Bad season, finishing 5th in the greatest league in the world, by the way. And if we'd have, won a couple more, we'd have been in the top 4. So I just don't get it. Next season, we've got the Europa League, the Premier League, the League Cup, the FA Cup to play for, right? We've got Anfield at 61,000, we've got the best manager in the world, we've got Cody Gakpo in his first full season, we've got Nunez that will find it better in his second season, we've got lads like Harvey Elliott coming into his 20th year, and we've got owners that don't touch any of our money, just let us run ourselves. So what will happen is, if they don't touch any of our money, when we get the 61,000 next season, that's 9,000 more seats, right? Or 7,000 more seats, say it's 50 quid a ticket, there's millions and millions and millions and millions of more pounds which will go into our budget, which will give Klopp more money for transfers, right? Here's a classic example. Like people used to beat them with, we sold Coutinho and we bought Van Dijk and Alisson with it. If we ever did sell a player again for 100+ million, it will go straight to Jurgen, and we will buy players like that. But it will be with our own money. So that's all I'm going to say now, and after this video, that's it, case closed. You will never ever hear me doing another FSG in, FSG out video again. I'm just going to keep playing this video. If someone wants to know my thoughts on the owners, I will just copy and paste this link there and send them it. We go through your comments now, but all I'm saying is, I really, really believe that we're going to win a lot of trophies in the next 2 or 3 years with the owners we've got. Even if they get investment from another American firm or something like that, I'm not arsed. Problem with with investment coming in, partial owners from the Middle East, is it'll be eventually a long full-term sale. So I don't want that. That's just my choice, right? So what I'm saying to you is I really believe that trophies are coming and next season's going to be a special season. It really is. So I'm just going to get through to the comments and see what you are all saying. So, good evening. Seen that as well. It's not if it's when. Yeah, I think that's the one you're on about. To Ram. Stephen Lambert, how you doing? Christopher Phillips, hot in Ireland as well, mate. Mate, it's boiling in Scotland. Honestly, it's Costa del Bridger where I am at the moment. Dave McGrath, all good, Neil McMillan. Hope the family are all good, lad. Yeah, all good, mate, all good. Ian Stingway, oil money sinks. Exactly, lad, totally does. Hope you're well, Ian, mate. Scott Hunt, I'm with you, mate. I'm fed up with the negativity too. So am I, mate. It's just like, it just gets boring. I mean, if a player comes up, Scott, and it says Liverpool are no longer interested, straight away it's because our owners are tight. And then if it comes up, we've signed a player, but the fee isn't 60 million like it was reported, it's 35 million. Again, it's their tight. And do you know what? I actually kicked a lad off this group today. He's been on here for a few years, and he's always been FSG out. But I kicked him because I actually looked at all of his posts since he's been on the group, and every fucking one of them was about the owners. There was never one about what a great goal that was by Salah or what a performance today. It was brilliant. It was fantastic 3 points. I really believe in this player. There was nothing football related. His purpose to be on our page was basically just to keep reminding us of negativity and spoilt brat, bedwetting crap. So I got rid of him. And you know what? He says, well, this is why you lose members. If anybody wants to walk now after watching this video, feel free. I don't care, because at the end of the day, there's Redmen TV, there's all these other channels that'll just keep telling you they agree with you just to keep your subscription. I do this for free, couldn't care less, is what it is. Right, David McGrath, oh good, Neil, yeah, just read that one. I'm with you on the negative too, I just read that one as well. Scott Hunt, Stephen Lambert, 100% behind you, buddy. Cheers, pal. Appreciate that. Alan Greenwood, well said, mate. Scott Hunt, cheers, pal. Peter McDougall, hey, buddy, hope you're well. From Sam, mate, all good. And just reading the rest here. Stephen Lambert, some people look at the money side but not the bigger picture. FSG have given us stuff to last players, though, and they have made our ship steady and not stuck us in debt. Exactly, this is what I mean. Owners' cash pots on bottomless investment in case FSG may not have got enough. Just sorry, mate, just skip past because another comment come through. Just read that again. Bottomless investment is in case FSG may not have got enough stuff right. Everyone's human. That's why we are Liverpool. We will be back, and with the players we have coming, we'll restore our midfield. Totally agree. Peter McDougall again. As I've said today, mate, fans expect too much too fast. Would not be talking about this if it was a deal after deal for players, but because we're only got the one in just now, it's not even open the window yet, mate, as well. It's tomorrow. It's all FSG out. Nuts. Transfer window not even open yet. I just said that yet, and we got one more player that got one more player than every other team. Exactly. Things are getting done and can see deals being done before the under-21s kick off. So totally agree. Pam England, how you doing, Pam? It wouldn't feel the same if we bought trophies, Neil. It would. You know what, Pam? That's my point. That is my point. It's happening. It's happening now, right? As we speak, on the news feed to Manchester United being taken over, all the Man City fans are going, and you took the fucking piss out of us for 11 years, and now you're going to be buying trophies. So can you imagine if Liverpool, by the way, a fan base which boos the royal family, which hates the Tories, right? This is against, if we ended up becoming like Man City and Man United, we take the piss out of Man City completely for being oil funded. And then you want us to all go, oh, it's all right now, because we are. Not for me. And I mean this, I swear this down, right, on my 39 years of being a Liverpool fan, that I will still love the club for eternity, and I'll probably still put the game on now and again, but I will literally be done with running fan groups and with going to games at Anfield. I will protest with my feet. And I love AFC Liverpool, and it's a club that I've got a special bond and relationship with, and I'll just follow them for the rest of my life. I'm going to do that anyway, but I mean fully follow them for the rest of my life. If we become state-owned, and that'll be because I fell out of love with top-level football, not just because we become state-owned, because top-level football will literally then become, what it nearly is anyway, a middle-class sport, and it was made from the working class streets and fields and council estates and hard-working miners and hard-working soldiers and all the best of the working class. Football was from third world countries, the lot, and now it's becoming big wig, UEFA, FIFA, corrupt, middle class, expensive shit. So that would, what I'm saying is, I won't just leave Liverpool because we become state owned if it happens. I will leave Liverpool because I'm done with top level football, and I'll go and watch the Pyramid. I'll go and watch AFC down in the North West Counties League for the rest of my fucking life. I won't give a shit. Anyway, yet another trophy, no heart, no soul. Just reading the rest of it, Pam. No soul. Victory is so much sweeter when it's the hard one. Exactly. Andrew Smith, affiliated with the Olympiacos. Yeah, Lorraine Rafty, 100% agree, Neil. Cheers, Lorraine, hope you're well. Peter McDougall, walk on with hopes and hearts. That's the only walking I want to be doing yet. And Pam England, we all disagree at times, but some clearly have their own agenda. Glad you kicked in. Well, that's basically it. So, anyway, it's getting a bit dark now. I haven't put my light on, so it's getting a bit dark, this video. But thanks for joining me, and thanks for all the comments. And you'll never walk alone.